So today we are looking at how to better understand your customers through targeted keywords. The trust building process begins with a Google search. It's how your customers are looking to find a solution to their problems. Our goal is to help you understand the top 20 search terms you should be focused on for your business and how to use those keywords to create unique, quality content for your website. Even more importantly, understanding what customers are looking for will help you better understand your customers as a whole. When most people are looking for the solution to their problem and are researching something to buy, they begin with a Google search. Most small business owners are inundated with digital marketing companies telling them that if they follow their process or pay for their service, they will help them appear on the first page of Google search results. While that sounds like an attractive offer, what people aren't thinking about is that every single different search phrase produces a unique search result on Google. So, as an example, if your business is Grove City Pizza and the domain name for your site is grovecitypizza.com, almost any marketing company can virtually guarantee you that they'll give you a first page result on Google if someone searches for the phrase Grove City Pizza. The fact that someone can offer you this result is underwhelming. What you really want, if you're Grove City Pizza, is that you want to be a first page result for the phrase Best Pizza in Grove City, or for Pizza Delivery Grove City. Those are the best phrases that might give you better quality leads. But that isn't what those vendors are promising. They're just promising that there are some terms they will get you first page results for. An illustration I'd like to share with you is about a billboard. Say someone were to tell you that you could have a billboard in a very prominent location with thousands of people driving by and seeing your billboard every day for free. The catch is that you have to build this billboard yourself out of Legos, using these thousands and thousands of building blocks and probably taking months. Once you do, though, then you'll have this prominent advertisement that will drive customers for months, possibly even years, without any additional work. This is the perfect example for search engine optimization. It's going to take months building page after page of your site where the building blocks are the individual words, where all of those pages are themed around important keyword search phrases for your business. It ultimately will take hundreds of hours over the course of months, and it's a process that you will never stop doing. You're realistically going to need to spend 2 to 4 hours a week at a minimum. And a previous company owned by Matt Yerkes, there was someone dedicated to working on SEO for 20 hours a week. It takes time to produce this content, and it takes time for Google to crawl your website and respond to this content. But once it's done, you'll have people discovering your website and you'll generate leads through your search results for years. Another illustration for the SEO process is a flywheel, like those used in engines. They're used to store energy because while they're massive and heavy and take a great deal of energy to start spinning, they don't slow down for a very long time. Google's promise, which is the reason that so many people use it, is that they will show you the most important, relevant pages on the internet for what you search. Google is great at that, which is why it's the most used search engine. They try to show you the best quality and most substantive pages on the internet that are about the terms you searched. The reason why that is important is because substantive pages that are about 300 to 600 words in length and following structural best practices are what Google runs off of. If you're not investing in this, if you have a website with very few pages that are a light in word count and not themed around a particular search term, Google will either be unable to tell what your site is about or will determine that your site is not among the most pertinent and high quality entries. This will result in a lower search rank, and Google will display sites that are more specific to the problem that your customer is trying to solve. We also have to consider that while Google is constantly tweaking things, it has a long established process to determine which pages to show in its search results. Your competitors may have been doing this for years, creating pages and links to their website, writing quality, substantive content. You are not going to be able to just start throwing up pages on your site and pushing out the top ranked pages overnight. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to use Google's tool to brainstorm an exhaustive list of potential terms. Then using our process, we will remove low-value words, or words that people are not actually searching for, even if we think they might be. Then we'll have the words that other businesses also see as valuable, those that these businesses are paying to show up for when a customer does a Google search. We aren't going to create ads in this workshop, but we're going to look at how much our competitors are paying for those ads and assume that if our competitors are paying a lot for those terms, that they're receiving a substantial return on investment. We're going to make pages themed around these terms. This will help us show up organically for those terms rather than in the ads. Once we filter these things down, we will be able to manually go through and remove the terms that are irrelevant to us, such as with the pizza example, the term pizza recipe. Then we can take what's left and consider which of these will lead to a customer, probably around 20 to 50 terms. So looking back at our billboard, if our competitors are paying $3 to $10 every time someone clicks on their Google ad, but you have a great page that over the course of months now shows up organically as a search result at no out-of-pocket cost, and you're getting the same value every time someone clicks on your page, you're saving a lot of money in the long run. Hundreds or thousands of these clicks a month at the value of $3 to $10 a click produces an enormous return on investment. This is like the flywheel coming up to speed. It will take a lot of effort, but it will continue to produce these returns. On top of all of that, by understanding the words that your customer is searching to make a buying decision will give you a better understanding of your customers overall, which is a priceless achievement and incredibly valuable knowledge. So in order to create a keyword list, you are going to start by going to the Cultivate website. That is cultivateoh.io/tools. And then you're going to go right here to this Google External Keyword Planner. There is a drop down. So if you want to go ahead and click that, it's going to have an option to go to Keyword Planner. So go ahead and click that. It's going to lead you to this Google Ads homepage. You're going to hit Start Now, and assuming you are already signed into a Google account, it will open that up. If not, I assume that it will lead you to a sign-in page. So the first important thing that you're going to do is you're going to come right up here to the settings, click that, and you're going to want to switch to expert mode. I'll go ahead and accept that. All right, so from here, we're going to go to the Tools and Settings. You're going to go to Planning, click this drop down, click Keyword Planner. So from here, you're going to click Discover New Keywords, and then you're going to type in some keywords that you think are related to your business. So I am starting with some for Cultivate. And then I'm going to click Get Results. From here, it will make suggestions based on ideas from the other keywords. So I'm going to click a few more of these because we want this number of keyword ideas available, to be within between 1,000 and 2,000. So I'm going to pick a few of these. So I'm going to add this co-working space and this office space and let's do one more. We'll do workspace. So now, as you can see, I'm at about 1,600 keyword ideas. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click Download Keyword Ideas. I'm going to download it as a CSV. going to download it to my desktop. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up Microsoft Excel, File, Open. I'm going to open that CSV. So I'm going to start by highlighting and deleting these two rows because they're not searchable, so they're not really relevant right now. So now I'm going to highlight all of the data. I'm going to go to Data, Sort, and I'm going to sort by top of page bid, low range. And I'm going to sort these largest to smallest. I'm going to, so this column H is the column that we're looking at. We're going to start by looking at the ones that have no bid, so that have either a 0 in this column or nothing in this column. So we're going to highlight all of those. And just go ahead and delete them. Now, next we have about 500 left, and we want to highlight about the top 25% of these. I am just going to do the top 100 to make it easy. I'm just going to highlight these in yellow. Next, we are going to select the data again. Go back to the Data tab, Sort. Now this time we're going to be sorting by minimum search volume. And again, you're going to be searching largest to smallest. What you're going to do now is, again, take about the top 25%. And again, I'm going to do the top 100. And any terms that are in that range that are not highlighted in yellow, we're going to go ahead and highlight in blue. Then what you're going to do is any terms that are not highlighted at all, I'm going to go ahead and select and delete them. So now you're going to want to scroll back up and insert a new column. We're going to call this Keep. Now what you're going to do for this column is you're going to take a look at all of the keywords that you have left and decide whether or not they are relevant to your business. If they are, so office space, this one right here, I'm going to put a 1. This Milton office space, that's a different brand, so that's something that I do not want, and I'm going to put a 0 in this column for that. So now I'm just going to go through and do all of those. And these ones that are location-based, that are not where I am at, I'm going to go ahead and mark those with a 0 as well. So what you can do now is you can select all of the data again, sort. This time you're going to sort by the keep, values, and largest to smallest. So all of your ones, your keep, are going to be right up here on top. And then you can select all of your zeros. And delete those. And what you're left with is a list of relevant keywords for your business. So with your keyword list, you can then go ahead and select the data, sort by keyword, and you sort this A to Z, and then you'll have clusters of different keywords that you can use to create content. You can see that with things like the co-work and co-working, office space, shared office, and workspace.